Hi, I'm Raquel, and this is Law Librarian Plans. Today we are going to be decorating my Catchall planner for the week of October 27th. I'm not much of a Halloween girl, but I do appreciate a little bit here and there. I love costumes, that I'm totally into. But anyway, let's decorate for Halloween because we have this very pretty and a little bit spooky Halloween sticker book. All right, so let's get the 2 pages out. Move this out of the way. Okay, that's my Franklin planner, by the way. So if you want to learn more about what I'm planning for next year, both for my Catchall planner and my Franklin planner, come back for go back to my channel, I should say. This is actually going to post after my video on evaluating your planner, so take a look at that. All right, let's get started. So for those of you who are new to my channel, the way I use this planner is I don't have a lot of things that have to be done on individual days of the week, especially on the weekdays, because I'm in the office Monday through Thursday. I work from home on Friday. I mostly work when I'm working from home. I might throw a laundry in there or something like that. But for the most part, I am still working on Friday. So I'm not out and about doing errands, things like that. Saturdays and Sundays are the days when I actually get things done like that. So I can afford to be a little bit more decorative while still leaving a little bit of room for things that have to happen each day. For example, I have to turn in an order. I think it's due that day. On the left side is where I put all of my functional stuff of things I have to do. So I do a few lists on this side, a little bit of deco and so forth. So there you have it. So let's get started. And I am going to go with, I think I haven't done anything with the Wednesday, and I've never seen the show, but I know a little bit about it. The Wednesday character in this book. I'm going to just look at this very quickly to see what the decorative elements are. Because I don't pull this out I pull this out once a year, maybe. So let's see. This year, this planner gets to be Halloween. All right, just quick peek. This is from a few years back. I don't know if this is still available or not. But anyway, she has one that's a much darker look one, which I like. But again, I'm not much of a Halloween person. And I figure with one sticker book, this is going to last me for a good long time. So it seems to be that it's just the girl. And I don't know what else is from the show. So I'm just going to use the girl anyway. And then we'll go from there. So let's start then on the left-hand side. I need a long box. Doesn't have to be a very long box, but I need a long box for the to-dos. So let's see if we can find one of those. I should have been looking for that when oh, I like those things to do tags. So I'm going to use those. Ooh, I love that. All right. Is there a long box in this book? And I meant to pick up another book, and I didn't. So let's hold that thought for a minute. I'm going to go ahead and use this Spooky Season 1 because I usually have one about that size here. And I'm going to go ahead and put that in this spot. I think that looks pretty straight to me. So I'm going to put this one here like so. I like that. I don't usually put decorated boxes, but I think that's a perfect one for my purposes. Then I need a call out box for the one sort of focus thing that I need to worry about during the week. And let's see if we have one of these cute boxes. I love these. These are going to be great. These are great for monthlies. But these are a little bit bigger than the Happy Planner monthly. So I think I'm going to use a couple over on this side. Okay, we have some plain boxes, plainish boxes. And it looks like if I had a purple one, I've used it. So I guess I'm going to have to go with this. I think I'm going to go with the black one. I need a little bit of extra space there. I can always put extra decorations on it. And since I don't know where my long box is going to go, which I'm going to grab right now. Forgot that I needed boxes in those colors. Since I'm going to grab that right now, we can then put that other box down. So I am looking for my Autumn Boxes sticker books from Mojo Jojo Plans. because I expect there will be like a purple color that I could use here. And I'm kind of leaning into that purple quite a bit. Now, that purple is a lot brighter, which I don't hate, but I don't know if I love it either. So I'm going to look in the other one. All right, this one I like a little bit better. It kind of goes a little bit better there. So let me see if I have one that's lined. And I've used the lined one, so we'll use the unlined one. That's okay. This doesn't have to be perfect. This is my catch-all. This is the thing that helps me get the things done. So it doesn't have to be perfect. It has to be usable. All right, so with that, I'm going to move those sticker books to the floor. Get this back exactly where it's supposed to be. And I just grabbed the green one. Look at me. It's like absolutely fabulous. I just grabbed the green one instead of grabbing the purple one. And I'll tell you why, because I am a green lover. Green is my favorite color. In fact, I have quite a few things completely by accident because I'm not shopping for that specific color. But I've noticed I have a few things in that I own that are precisely that green color, which is kind of funny. I'm going to actually keep this one aside now that I think of it because I'm going to need it for bullets. So let's put this one right here like so. And do I want to, I think I'm just going to center it on this space right here. And hopefully it's actually pretty straight. It looks pretty straight. Wow. I am on the roll here because getting things straight is not my strong suit. And then I think I'm going to select this black one here, and this will be for my call out box. Now, I kind of want something else there. So maybe I'll put the call out box here and then maybe a quote or something on the right. I have to think what I want to do there, but there. All right. Sorry, I just took the page because something is not looking right and I can't figure out what it is. Is that this box is actually not straight. That's why. I had to bring everything close to my eyes because all of a sudden it didn't look good and I couldn't figure out why. Now, the reason I'm getting away with doing this very gently is because this is a Kell of a Plan planner. The paper is definitely a better quality than the Happy Planner paper. That's something I'm going to have to deal with next year. I don't like chemicals, so I haven't bought Undo. I may have to backtrack from that because I do make mistakes, plenty of mistakes if you watch my channel. And so the Happy Planner paper is not going to be nearly as forgiving as this paper. Let's see. Okay. I think that looks straighter now to me. Yep, all the things are lined up. And now everything looks lined up. That one, it was amazing how just a tiny bit and my eyes just went laser focus on that. All right, let me see if there are any quotes. Oh, yeah, there are some quotes here. Eat, drink, and be scary. Oh, I like that. Okay, we're going to use that quote right there. Perfect. And that fills up that space nicely. And then the only thing that's left on this left-hand side now before we go and set up and decorate the right side is our habit trackers. So for those of you who, again, if you haven't watched before, I track 6 different things. I track my medicines, morning and after and evening. I track movement, learning, drinking, and sleeping. So I track some of those things elsewhere. So for example, my sleep, I actually write in my fitness planner, but I only check it off if I achieved my numbers. So my numbers are 6 or more hours a night. Unfortunately, I don't sleep that great most of the time, or a score of 80 or higher. So if I get either of those, I mark off sleep. For learn, I do Duolingo most days, and I also read when I can, when I have enough energy to stay up and read, because mostly I read at night. That's a learning thing. So that's the sort of thing. For movement, 15 minutes or more. Drink, sleep. I already covered everything. Yeah, I covered everything. And medicines are pretty much self-explanatory. All right, so now I'm going to look in this book. This book is, these are covers from Live Love Posh. Prot Sticker Designs creates these habit trackers and boxes and a few other things in coordinating colors. And this is the color schemes that she has. So that purple looks pretty good. So I might use those. Yep, I think those are the ones. Purple. And I also have black. So I think I'm going to go with purple and black. So you see it's kind of circling together at this point. So we're going to get 3 of the purple ones. I'm going to get it right next to it. Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good. 1, I'm putting them on the side of the table so I can get the book out of the way. And like I showed you, they come in a huge array of colors. It doesn't always work out with the colors. And I'm missing a couple colors, which I noticed. So that's part of my evaluation process. Again, that video should have come out yesterday. If you're watching this on Monday, the 27th. But as you can see, very, very long list of colors. It's really fantastic. And it does work for most color schemes. Every once in a while it doesn't. But she also has, and I'll show you in the back, those are the ones that I colored unsuccessfully. She has white ones, which coloring definitely doesn't work out for me. It's very hard to match the color because the marker, it just doesn't work. So, let's just say I've done it and it's okay. And then she has black. So I have a lot of the black, obviously, because black goes with everything. So it's really, really great. I adore her stickers, and she's a very, very sweet seller on Etsy. Proud Sticker Designs. You don't have to buy her covers. You can use whatever. I happen to want a cover for this book. My other 2 have mini Happy Planner, because it's the size of a mini Happy Planner covers, and of course Happy Planner discs. Okay, so now that we have that, we're gonna do the stickers, these stickers, and I think, what do I want to do? Do I want to cluster them and then decorate? I think I might want to cluster and decorate. So I'm gonna do all the black ones on the top, but I have to see if I can fit them across, because I want to cluster, but I also, oh, I could do that. That would be kind of fun. Yeah, I think I'm going to cluster them vertically, and I'm going to try. We'll see if I succeed to sort of center it under this, because I think I want to add a little bit more deco. That's why. All right. So next year, like I said, I'm using a Happy Planner, which is more restricted in terms of, like, it has boxes and stuff on the left side. But when I talked about my planner selection for next year, you know, I felt pretty good about being able to, and I just screwed that up, didn't I? Yeah, I did. That I'm pretty confident that it's going to work out well, even though it's more restricted than this one. So I'm cool. I am actually excited about it. I'm just going to leave it like that. So I'm just going to do all the purple ones on one side and all the black ones on one side. My brain got a little bit overexcited about trying to do something fancy, and my heart and my soul tell me, no, let's just, you know. Now that looks super crooked, and it is crooked because I can see the dots are not straight. So I will fix that momentarily. Okay. Let's see. I think that's pretty straight. I'm going to go straight down here. Use the dots on the side to line it up. And it needs to move a tiny bit down too. Oh, so that it's not like all the way on the top of the other one. So I really like these habit trackers. I have some of them from the Happy Planner too, but they only really match Happy Planner stuff. And so that was part of the reason why I started looking for something else to help. And that's how I landed. Actually, Elise from Plan with Elise introduced me to that shop, because she, I don't know if she still uses her stickers, but she used a lot of her stickers once upon a time. And that's how I found my habit trackers. I don't know if Elise actually showed the habit trackers in her channel or not. I cannot remember, but that was great. I collected them over time. They're you know, they're not inexpensive, but they're also not cheap. They're made well. They're made with good paper. So I bought them whenever she had sales. I would buy like five or 10 colors, and that's how I ended up getting most of them. But I somehow missed some, so go figure. All right, so I have a little bit of room here to decorate, and I have a little room on the bottom to decorate. So I want to see what else we have here. I think one quote is more than enough, but oh, I kind of like the idea of putting some sort of a spooky stuff kind of thing. So how about if we do that? Let's do one of those. And of course, the actual tombstone is going to look huge next to it, but that's okay. I'm going to put a cauldron, the book. So it's no longer a scene. It's more of a, okay. And I want to keep with this colorway, so I'm going to actually going to use a gray pumpkin instead of a purple one, of an orange one. Ooh, there's all sorts of spooky. Ooh, maybe a spooky purple drink. Let's get smashed. Oh my God. Yeah, not for me, thank you. So we're gonna just put a bunch of like icons here, spooky icons, and maybe one more quote after all. I like the crowns. I really like the crowns. I don't know if you can see them. There we go. I already have a cauldron. I already have one of those, but I think I want to put another one anyway. So now much less of an issue now that it's far away from the other tree. All right, and I think I want to put another quote there. So let's see what else. Eat, drink, and be scary. Yeah, that sounds good. As opposed to getting smashed. I don't get smashed anymore. Actually, I never really did. But, okay, there we go. All right. Oh, wait. La, la, la. The brain is acting independently from the hand because the hand says, okay, let's do that one. And then I just picked it and didn't even notice that I already had one. So, a little bit of patience, and it comes off. All right, let's see what else quote-wise we have here. I put a spell on you. I know what that's from, but which better have my candy? Oh my God, I love that. It's too tall though. It's too tall for that spot. Let's see. The eat, drink, and be scary apparently is a popular one because it's the same quote appears multiple times. Oh, something wicked this way comes. Perfect. All right, let's put that one here. All right, I think that finishes this side, other than the fact that that box is incredibly crooked. So I'm going to fix that right now because it's going to bug me. I'll come to this page every day and I'll be like, oh my God, that box is crooked. What did I do? Okay, fabulous. So now we have our page done on this side. This should go a little bit faster. Although I just realized, I don't know, does this book have dots? It does. Okay, good. Because we're going to need some dots. All right. I also pulled the black boxes and the neutral boxes from Mojo Jojo's plans because I figured I might need black boxes for the right side. So black boxes does not have bullet points, but oh, this one also does not have bullet points. That's right, because this came out early-ish. I forgot about that. That is a key thing to remember for the future. But that's okay, because I have my bullet points very close by. So I'm going to grab that. All right, I have my Check It Off, original Check It Off from Mojo Jojo Plans. And I believe this has quite a few pages of black. Yeah, okay, it has quite a few black dots. So all right, so we're going to start on Monday with our dots, and then we'll work our way down to where the dots are needed. And I just had to stand up because my tools, I moved my tools out of the way. I moved everything out of the way to start recording, and then, of course, couldn't find them. All right, look at how funny how this color is so similar to that color. It's a little bit darker, though. But anyway, so we're going to start with the black dots. And I'm going to stick with the 2 colors. Usually I do 2 or 3 colors on the left. So, but since I only did 2, I'm going to stick with 2. And actually, this week I'm going to do things a little bit differently. I'm actually going to put the dot on the right instead of on the left. Usually I do Monday, Thursday, Friday, and that works really well. But I'm not working on Monday. So I'm not going to get that much done. Or rather, it's not that I'm not working. Let me backtrack that for a second. Apparently the caffeine hasn't hit yet. Monday, I'm not going to be home and I'm not going to be at work. By the time I get home, because I have a doctor's appointment, 1 state over, I don't know how much I'm going to get done. So I'm going to put maybe a couple boxes and hope for the best. Tuesday, I know I have a few things I got to get done. So that works out. I have an event also, so I'll be able to mark that off. I have an event that night. Then Wednesday is a busy day as well. I think. I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to just continue here and not worry about explaining my week because I have to sit down and take a look what I have to do. So, but I know for sure Monday I'm not going to be getting much done because of how my schedule is going to work out. By the time I get back, it'll almost be time to start cooking dinner. So, so the likelihood of my getting anything done is going to be very slim to none. All right. I'm trying to get some things done at night, but the reality is I'm so tired. By the time I'm done with dinner, it's like dinner and dishes is probably like 8:30. And I usually like to head upstairs by 9:30 because even though I don't sleep well, I do try to go to bed at a decent time. And so, yeah, so that's how that works out. But anyway, and I just realized I'm like not paying attention to what I'm doing. I'm talk, and not paying attention. So these dots, remember, because I alternate colors. So these dots actually belong down here. Since I'm only going to do 2 colors, I could do all black dots. There's no reason why I can't, but I like a little bit more color than that in my spread. So, and let's see. I rarely ever do rainbow in this planner because I think that would be too distracting, but I like the idea of it. I just hasn't worked out. All right, so now we've done the black. I'm going to go back for the black boxes in a minute. I'm going to do the purple. What did I just do? Oh, wow. Is that right? Black. No, not black here. I needed to remove these dots. I'm just going to put them on the back of my hand and not worry about them right now. Literally completely confused. All right, so now I'm going to do purple on Tuesday. I don't do dots on both sides. That's the other thing. I only do dots on one side, and I use a combination of box or more on the opposite side. Just to keep it interesting, that's all. And again, because I don't do that much on weekdays, it's not like I need all the lines and all the space that you see here. And sorry, I think camera was just shaking to make it work. Well, the space is ample, even with boxes and decorations. I haven't done flip throughs of my planner yet, but I hope to do some at some point. Right now, I started this channel in July, and my intention was to only post 3 times a week, but lately I've been posting every day because I'm trying to get a feel for what makes sense for me and see what tracks. And I'm trying to think what exactly I want to post and how often I really want to post and can post without driving myself absolutely bananas cuckoo. I'm not teaching this year for credit course, so that helps in terms of my time, but I really do need to cut back. Whoops. Even though I don't edit my videos, it does take time to, once you've recorded them, to upload them and do the thumbnail. The thumbnail is actually pretty fast, but, photograph and all that good stuff. And I just, I keep running out of time, basically, is where we are. And recording during the week doesn't really work for me. Again, with my schedule, I wake up and I'm getting ready for work and all that good stuff. And by the time I get home, all I'm going to do is cook dinner, wash dishes, maybe catch a bit of TV, and that's about it. All right. So we have our, what do we have? We have our dots. So now we're going to do boxes and then we're going to do deco. So function first, and then we're going to add the little bit more deco, and we're going to finish this one up. All right. So let's see. I like to vary my boxes. So I'm going to start with, I'm going to use a square one for Monday because, like I said, I have that appointment. So that's going to take up most of my day. My appointment is at 10 o'clock. If I'm lucky, I'll be back by 2:30. And that's like a big if. I'll be back in the state by 2:30. I won't be home until 3 o'clock at the earliest. So we'll see how that pans out. Okay, then we're going to grab that Autumn 2.0 one more time. And here, let's see what we have available to us. I do have checklists, but I have checklists on the left side. So I don't like to be excessive with the checklist. So here, I think I'm going to do, trying to think what Thursday looks like. I don't think Thursday is bad. So I said Tuesday I have an event that night. So that's good that I have dots there because whatever I get done plus events. So there we go. We have a box there. Then we're going to do Friday is black. So let's move this one for a minute. And this is the Black Boxes book, which I think was her first book that came out for Mojo Jojo Plans. And it's been a great one. I think the that plus the functional boxes, which are all one size box in a book and many, many colors. I think those probably would be the ones that I would buy now rather than trying to buy the other ones and the seasonals. Because I think the seasonals in particular, there's so many great variations on the colors that appear in the rainbow book, for example, or in the pastel book. So they kind of give you a good broad range. But the functional books I think only come in rainbow and in jewel tone. Those are the two, right? Functional, yeah. Jewel tone and rainbow. Oh, and pastel, excuse me. So those are also great. And if you can snag it, if she has it again, I don't know if she will do it again. The box where she does every color, where she does every size, that is a great start. Pastel, jewel tone, or rainbow, any of those would give you a really good variety of boxes and a lot of boxes to carry you through for quite some time. So that's my tip to you if you're curious, if you're thinking about it. It just gives you such a broad selection. And yes, it's more expensive. I do realize that the boxes are not cheap, but you do get a discount. So I think the bundle is like 10% off or 15% off. I'm not entirely sure. So if you're able to get the bundle, that's where I would go. And I would think about which colors I use the most, right? So do you use pastels more? Do you use rainbow colors or jewel tones? The jewel tones I think are gorgeous, and I missed out on that one, and I wish I had done it, but finances were not there to do that this year. So I'm hoping maybe next year to catch the jewel tone functionals. I only buy 1 through 5, I think. So that's the other thing you have to ask yourself is, are you going to use all the boxes? Because I'm going to show you, for example, with this one, right? I think 5, 1 through 5. So I get the book that has this size, 2, 3, 4, and this 5. I don't use the double boxes enough to justify it, and I don't use the long boxes enough to justify buying 6 and 7. So the bundle doesn't work for me for that. I bought the original bundle she had, which was a rainbow bundle, but it wasn't functional. It was just each color had its own book with every single color, every single size box. That one was perfect for me. But again, the boxes, these boxes and these boxes are my least used, even though I use them every week. I don't always use the ones from the solid ones. So that's what I'm trying to say. All right. I think I have done enough in terms of functionality. So now we can have some fun decorating. And what I'd like is something big for this box. That's kind of cute, but it's not big enough. I do like the I put a spell on you, even though it has nothing to do with anything, but let's think about it. So I put a spell on you. I could put a quote there, but then I'm introducing a new color, which I don't really want to do. Have a wicked good night. Ooh, I like that. So, and I was thinking Wednesday when I started doing this, and now of course it's not even remotely Wednesday anymore. So, and that's okay. That's okay. Ooh, I like that. Okay, I'm going to put this, and I don't like spiders, but I'm going to put this cluster here that has the spider on top. I think that's the one I'm going to put on the right side in my deco box, because this is only for deco. I may, in the Happy Planner one, my Happy Planner for next year has a lined box on the top left, and I think I know what I'm going to use it for next year, but you're gonna have to watch that other video to learn more. All right, it's not innovative, so don't worry, you're not gonna miss something innovative. But if you want to know how I'm gonna, basically deal with this kind of planner, but in a different planner, right? So a catch-all, but in a different planner, still dashboard, then you should come and watch. All right, so we decorated that box. Now let's find other things to decorate. And the boxes are too tall for these spaces, and I could trim them, but I've already taken so much time. I don't want to do that. So I'm going to see what I can find for deco that fits in my boxes. Oh, I like that. Does it work? It's going to be a little bit too tall, isn't it? And it's not the right shade of purple either, which is kind of a bummer. But if I'm going to use it, I'm going to use it here because remember, Monday's the day I'm not getting much done. So I'm going to use that. And I just realized I'm going to have to try to fit in a few extra things in this box, but I like it. I think it belongs there. All right, so there she is. So I put Wednesday there, and let's see, which better have my candy. I love that. I could have used the washi strip down here now that I think about it, but it's okay. There'll be another year to do it. That's what I love. I have enough stickers here to last me a good long time. And you know what? Now I don't love that because I kind of want to use this one there. Except I don't like a box next to a box, but I could put a box next to a box. Okay, we'll think about it. Spooky season. Spooky season is going to go... Oh, I'm going to put creeping it here, down here, because here's Sunday. Nope, Sunday gets too busy. I have to think about my functionality, and I want to put something there, but smaller. Okay, so let's see. Ooh, important boxes here. Top priority. This I need here. I usually don't find good headers to use. So I thought I saw, oh, things to do. Here we go. Things to do. I'm going to use the black one though. Does it fit if I put it on top? Yes, it does. Awesome. All right. That helps with the functionality there. Oh, I could have used, oh my gosh, I could have used skulls and pumpkins for maybe another year. All right. Ooh, more pumpkins, spooky pumpkins. Pumpkins with horns and pumpkins with, not pumpkins, flowers with horns and flowers with bats. But those are too wide. So I think I may have to go with, let's skip that for a minute. We're going to skip that for a minute. Okay. Yeah, I said this was kind of going to be problematic, and I didn't glue it all the way down, so that's a good thing. So I'll have to put these in my sticker album because these are not going to go back into the page. They're not going to uncurl enough. I think I'm going to put Wednesday on Friday. Oh my God. I could put Wednesday on Wednesday. That would work. I think I'll put Wednesday on Wednesday because why not? There. And now I gave myself more room, so that's good. Okay. Then let's do, ooh, a spider web would be kind of fun. Spider web on Monday, because Monday is the non-busy day. Is that what I said? It was a non-busy day. So I think I can put it here. Oh, come on. Trying to put it around Wednesday's head. And that's okay if it fits, if it overlaps. All right. Then the crown, the wings and the crown. Normally I try to match with a color, with the same kind of color, but it doesn't really matter here. Here I'm just having fun. I kind of like that dress, that kind of goth princess kind of dress. So let's take goth princess dress. Oops, nope, we're not going to take it like that because we're going to rip it in half if we do that. So let's go ahead and grab the tweezer, find the top. There we go. Oof. Saved by the sticker. I'm going to put it here. Perfect. Lots of space to write on Tuesday still. All right, and then something purple on Thursday. I really do like that sticker a lot, so I think I'm going to use that. And again, watch where you pull your sticker from because you could rip it. So, oops. Okay. Can I fit that in there? Nope, but I can fit it on Saturday. And I'll probably write a separate to-do list for the weekend. But so these are the highlights. But yeah, I like that there. Okay. So I was going to put something purple there, but obviously I'm not. I could. Actually, I will. I will find a pumpkin. I think one of those pumpkins will do just fine. So let's go back to the page that had the flowery pumpkins and stuff, and we'll get one of those. This one. Okay. And it fits, barely fits, but it fits. And then Friday, what are we going to put on Friday? We still have Friday and Saturday. Sheesh. Takes a while here. I'm avoiding the red stuff on purpose because there's, there's a lot of red in other stickers and stuff. So I'm trying to stick with the purple and black theme. I'm going to put these florals. No, I don't want flowers next to flowers. Or at least not immediately next to flowers. All right, let me grab a pair of scissors. And I'm going to cut the ones that overlap with the box. I apologize if you're probably hearing the bells. I guess church is out. Oops. Come on. Work with me, little sticker. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to remove that dot. I'm going to let it go, and then I'm going to put the dot on top. Problem solved. And I didn't have to trim around there. I have a ton of flowers next to flowers next to flowers. Ugh. Egg. All right. That's exactly what I didn't want. So I think I need to remove this one. Even though it's nice and spooky and whatnot, because that's a dress with a few flowers. This is mostly a dress. This one, however, the flowers is the first thing I see, and it's going to bug me to have them there. So this is the channel where things get moved all the time. I don't pre-plan. The pre-planning that I do is basically make sure that I know which sticker book I'm going to use, but then I just try to be as spontaneous as possible and not plan out my spread. So in the beginning, I talked about this a lot, so I'm going to repeat for those of you who are new. You're seeing this in real time. You're seeing the errors in real time, the fixing the errors in real time and whatnot. If I were recording this, if I were not recording this, if I were working on this on my own, I probably wouldn't make as many mistakes, for one. But number two, I probably, even with mistakes, I would estimate that my time would be cut by about 20%, 20 to 30%. It really depends on the complexity, if I have to cut stickers and stuff like that. Here, I'm not really cutting stickers that much. I like trimmed one, but that was about it. So a video that is 30 minutes would probably take me about 20 minutes, maybe, give or take. If I were doing it, if I were doing the setup without recording. So I need something else there, and I think I'm gonna go with one of these tree branches, because I'm kind of losing steam on this, kind of not excited about it anymore. So there we go. I'm not happy that I had to take out the flowers, the horns. So that on Sunday, I need one more thing. And of course, we already said we don't want flowers, because we have a lot of flowers already in here. That rest in peace would have been a fun one, were it not for the fact that you want to use a cauldron. Yeah, a cauldron would be good. All right, and we'll put a cauldron down here, and that still leaves me a ton of space for anything else I have to write down for Sunday. All right, friends, that was tortured at best, but I think we are in good shape. I'm going to try to put my stickers back. I know the clear sticker will go back in perfectly. Let's see if the dead inside may cooperate and stay on a page. If I put it on a random page as opposed to the page where it belonged. But there you have it, folks. There is my Halloween week spread in my Catchall planner. If you like this video, please hit that like button. And if you want to see more of my videos, hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much for joining me today, and have a good one. Bye.